Justin Bieber has once again sent the internet into a frenzy, not with a new song or public appearance, but with a single Instagram post. One word caught everyone's attention: detox, simple, unassuming. But behind that word lies a storm of speculation, concern, and curiosity. For years, fans have watched Justin cycle through fame, breakdowns, silence, and reemergence. So when he drops a word like detox without context, people pay attention. And they start to wonder, what's really going on behind the scenes? The image was subtle, no long caption, no dramatic explanation, just a quiet post that said more than it showed. But in the world of celebrity culture, silence can be louder than words. Fans immediately began connecting the dots. For months, there had been whispers that Justin wasn't doing well, that something was off. Theories ranged from exhaustion to addiction, emotional burnout to relationship stress. And now, this post seemed to confirm what many had suspected. Something needed to change, and he was finally taking the first step. But what does detox mean for someone like Justin Bieber? It could be physical, cutting substances, alcohol, unhealthy food, or just stepping away from toxic environments. Or it could be deeper, a mental and emotional reset after years of pressure, scrutiny, and public chaos. And when you've grown up in the global spotlight since you were barely a teenager, the kind of detox you need might be more complicated than most of us can imagine. Recently, fans have noticed a shift in his social media, more gym posts, more focus on health. Justin has been spotted working out, training intensely, and even teaming up with rapper Ghana, who himself underwent a massive transformation. Gone are the hazy, low-energy stories from late-night parties. In their place, a new narrative seems to be forming, one of discipline, clarity, and purpose. And maybe it's not just about health. Maybe it's about business too. A pop star with a reputation for instability isn't an easy sell, not to labels, not to tour managers, not to corporate sponsors. But a Justin Bieber on the mend? Focused, sober, consistent? That's a comeback story people can get behind. That's an artist investors are willing to bet on again. In many ways, this detox might not just be about healing. It might be about preparing for a return. And just as this new, healthier image was taking shape, another rumor surfaced, one darker, more controversial. Allegedly, those close to Bieber, including his wife Hailey, had been exploring the possibility of placing him under a conservatorship, a legal structure that would allow someone else to take control of his finances, decisions, and even medical care. The word conservatorship has become loaded in recent years, especially after the Britney Spears case exposed its potential for abuse. So when Bieber's name was suddenly linked to that world, fans panicked. Some believed it, others were outraged. And Justin himself? According to sources, he was terrified. So terrified that he reportedly couldn't hear a knock at the door without fearing an intervention. That fear of being controlled, of being silenced, allegedly drove him to reach out to someone who knows that struggle all too well, Britney Spears. Yes. Multiple reports now claim that Justin and Britney have formed an unlikely private bond forged through shared trauma. Britney is said to have offered her support, even taking his late-night phone calls when he felt overwhelmed. According to insiders, she told him he wasn't alone, that she understood what it's like to be treated like a product, not a person. And Justin, in turn, is said to have confided in her, seeking tools, guidance, anything that might help him navigate the chaos around him. The idea of Britney Spears mentoring Justin Bieber might seem strange at first. Two very different people, from different eras. But scratch the surface and the similarities are startling. Both were child stars. Both were adored, then demonized. Both spiraled under pressure, and both were let down by the systems meant to protect them. But there's a difference too. While Britney was largely a victim of others' decisions, many believe Justin played a bigger role in creating his mess. From public feuds to controversial posts, substance-fueled images, and erratic behavior, Bieber hasn't always been his own best advocate. His choices, from flaunting weed on camera to cryptic jabs at Hailey, often felt more self-sabotaging than self-soothing. Some argue that he's opened the door to negative attention, and yet, isn't that what trauma does? Sometimes people who are hurting the most become the loudest, the messiest, the most misunderstood, which brings us back to the detox. Is this Justin's moment of clarity? Is he finally looking in the mirror and seeing a version of himself he no longer recognizes, maybe, or maybe this is just business. A smart, calculated move to clean up his image and relaunch his career. After all, there are whispers of a Vegas residency. A low-stress, high-profile opportunity that lets performers stay in one place, rest between shows, and still make millions. For someone like Justin, who's dealt with illness, anxiety, and burnout, it could be the perfect middle ground. Between fame and peace. Either way, this feels like a turning point. A fork in the road. He can keep spiraling or he can rebuild not just his career, but his sense of self. And honestly, maybe detox isn't just about clearing substances. Maybe it's about detoxing from everything that no longer fits. The bad habits, the toxic friendships, the pressure to be perfect. We all know that feeling. That moment where you look at your reflection and think, I don't even know who I am anymore. Maybe Justin had that moment. And maybe this detox is the beginning of something better. Because the truth is, fame doesn't make you invincible. If anything, it makes you more vulnerable, more watched, more judged, more likely to lose your self-dots. So whether this is a rebrand or a real reset, we can only hope it leads him toward peace, toward clarity, toward a life that doesn't feel like a performance. Whatever comes next, a new album, a residency, a retreat from the spotlight, one thing is clear: Justin Bieber is in transition. And like any real transformation, it's going to be messy, emotional, and maybe even beautiful. What do you think? Is this detox a comeback in disguise? A cry for help? Or something more spiritual and awakening? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because maybe, just maybe, what Justin's going through isn't just a celebrity story. Maybe it's a reminder that we all need a reset sometimes, even if it starts with one small word: detox.